Today, I'll show you everything you need to obtain a France Schengen Visa and how to apply for one 50% faster and with an almost 100% approval rate. A France Schengen Visa will allow you to visit France and these other 25 countries for a maximum of 90 days. However, I only recommend you apply for a France Schengen Visa if France is the sole destination of your trips. You may apply for a multiple entry visa. You are traveling to different Schengen states, but France is your primary destination in terms of duration or purpose of stay, or you're traveling to different Schengen states, none of which can be identified as the leading destination, and your first entry to the Schengen area is France. If this is you, then keep watching. I'm Dalma, your cool travel expert, and here's how to apply for a France Schengen Visa in 2023. A France Schengen Visa is a short-stay visa in the form of a sticker affixed to a traveler's passport. What's unique about Schengen visas is that you don't have to show it in every country you visit. Instead, those holding a Schengen visa only need to present it once at the Schengen port of entry. You can easily verify if you need one by using our visa calculator tool. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more travel-related content, travel hacks, and life-saving travel content like this one, all in the same place. Now, what are you allowed to do with a France Schengen Visa? Tourism, business trips, family visits, attending short training programs, internships, conferences, and corporate meetings. All of that is allowed. Any kind of remunerated activities are not allowed if you hold a France Schengen Visa. Now, let's talk about the number of entries. Applicants can request a specific number of entries, but the visa officer will ultimately decide. A single entry visa allows you to enter the Schengen states once, a double entry visa allows you to enter twice, and a multiple entry visa allows you to enter the Schengen states as often as you want for 3 to 5 years. Applicants can stay in France for 90 days within 180 days. The validity of your Schengen visa depends on what the visa officer that processes your application sees as reasonable. Sometimes you are given the time required to remain in the Schengen states. Others, you may get a visa with a shorter or longer validity than you expected. So when you receive your passport with the visa sticker on it, read it carefully because it gives you the number of days that you're allowed to spend in the Schengen territory and contains the first date you can get in and the day you have to leave. Remember, the number of days you're allowed to stay in Schengen countries is the shorter period, and the validity of your visa is the longer one. Be careful to stay within your visa validity and not overstay the days you're permitted. If you do, you may face fines or even a ban from Schengen zone. Here's how much a France Schengen visa costs in euros and dollars. These visa fees are not refundable. Now, let's look at all the documents you need to apply. Get ready to screenshot. A travel document issued less than 10 years ago containing at least 2 blank pages with a period of validity at least 3 months longer than the date on which you intend to leave the Schengen area. An ID photograph. If you're not a national of your country of residence, prove that you're a legal resident in that other country. An example can be a residence permit. If you have an official travel document, a note verbale is required. Purpose of travel, reservation, confirmation of an organized trip, or any other document describing the planned program. Reservation of a return ticket or travel itinerary. Socio-professional situation. Proof of socio-professional status, aka employment contract, certificate of employment, extract from the trade and companies register, school attendance certificate, proof of pension, and any documents demonstrating the applicant's personal links to the country of residence. That could also be a copy of marriage certificate, family record book, among others. Funds, bank statements, pay slips, pension statements, accommodation, reservation of a hotel or sufficient resources to cover hotel expenses of 120 euros a day, or a tenancy agreement or certificate of ownership if staying with a private individual, proof of accommodation, SARFA form, and a travel health insurance certificate. Create your account and submit your application via this link. I'll leave the link in the description box below. For the application in person, you must attend your appointment appointment with all the required documents. Also bring a copy of each document, including the passport and a copy of its ID pages. The service provider or consulate will receive you, review your application, collect the visa fee, collect your biometric data, aka photo and fingerprints, and keep your passport and the copies of all your supporting documents in order to forward them to the consulate. The visa application process will take approximately 20 minutes at the visa center. Biometrics: all visas issued by France are biometric visas. Any visa applicant aged 12 or older must submit his or her visa application in person. The following biometric data will be required: a photo scanned or taken during your appointment, and 10 fingerprints. If you hold a biometric Schengen visa issued in the past 59 months, your previous biometric data can be reused. Now, visa application fees are composed of the administrative costs incurred for the processing of your application. The amount paid is kept by the administration, even in cases where visas are denied. If application fees are received by an external service provider, this provider is responsible for collecting the appropriate fees. The service fee may differ from one country to another, but may not exceed 40 euros per visa application. External service providers are also authorized by the administration to offer additional services at cost. Track your application. You can track the progress of your application. You will be notified when your passport is ready for collection from the visa center where you applied. Visa applications are generally processed within 15 days. This period can be extended up to 45 days in particular cases if the examination of the application justifies it. In some cases, the passport can be sent by postal services. I know what you're thinking. How do I get the time and energy to do all this? Well, you're not alone. iVisa travelers face the same predicaments every day, which is why they decide to take advantage of the benefits of guided entries. A guided entry is a simplified form that's 50% shorter than government platforms. You can also fill it out at your own pace. In our platform, you can save progress, go back to your answers, and review the application before sending it off. This feature isn't available on the government's site. Then, a team of immigration experts reviews your application before submission, ensuring it's 100% government compliant. You also get a concierge or iVisa expert who will guide you throughout the application. Last but not least, once you've applied, we'll provide you with a step-by-step handbook full of helpful tips to keep in mind when answering difficult interview questions, and also a step-by-step guide to everything you need to get your Schengen visa without problems. Traveling should be simple, but getting travel documents can feel complicated and overwhelming. At iVisa, we pride ourselves on being the most reliable experts so you can focus on what's important to traveling. We've been doing it for over a decade. That's why over 1 million travelers have chosen us to help them get their documents, because we make traveling simple, reliable, and stress-free. Download the iVisa app or go to iVisa.com and simply choose your nationality and France as your destination. Then click Apply Now. Our easy, traveler-friendly application platform is much less complicated than dealing with foreign governments and much faster. I'll leave the Schengen Visa application link in the description box below. Do you have any questions? Feel free to write them down in the comment section and we'll get back to you ASAP. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get more travel-related content, travel hacks, and life-saving travel content like this one, all in the same place. I'm Dalma, your cool travel expert, and I'll see you in the next video. Safe travels.